From Bethpage Senior High School in Bethpage, New York, the Wantagh Warriors take on the Bethpage Golden Eagles. And a pleasant good afternoon, everybody. I'm John Perez. Thank you so much for making us a part of your Wednesday afternoon. And before this game gets set, we are pleased to be joined by Bethpage Athletic Director John Franchi to talk about today's festivities. For those of you that don't know, today's softball game will be raising awareness towards pancreatic cancer, particularly towards longtime athletic trainer Joe Kalleen. And John, I know that he's meant so much to the student-athletes here, not just the current student-athletes, but all the alum. As the athletic director, what has he meant to you, the community, and the program?
Joe is the go-to guy. Anytime you have a question, Joe is always there to help anyone, whether it's medically or not. He has been so instrumental to our school. As we saw today in our school building, teachers who have never met Joe but just heard such great things about him from the kids were coming down today to donate money towards the research. He's really just a special man, one that I've never seen before. He has been so positive throughout this whole experience that he's still trying to help other people while he's going through this, and it's very inspirational.
Yeah, and it shows the character, too. And everyone that is on the broadcast, or at least here, can see everything that's going on as well, the decoration out in center field. We love Joe on the back of the players' shirts. Joe's fight is our fight. How did this all come to be? And, is there anybody that you want to thank for today's festivities?
Absolutely. Two of our coaches in particular, Julianne Inglaterra and Joe Inglaterra, they are our softball coaches. They came up with this idea of running this event today. We've had a softball game, and it has absolutely exploded since then. The time and effort of ordering T-shirts, collecting them, making sure every person gets it. It's all that behind-the-scenes stuff that no one even recognizes. But they have put in so much time and effort, and they did it because they love Joe and respect them. And all of their kids and their family members, they're all just so involved. And it's been great. We've also did a lot of fundraising during our fall season. A bunch of our teams collected over $10,000 for cancer research in honor of Joe. And those particular fundraisers all came from the kids. So it was really just very special, and he's obviously dear to our heart here in Bethpage.
What does it say about the community at large, knowing that this could have just been, an effort that obviously everyone cared about, but to the extent that Bethpage brought it to? What makes Bethpage so special?
It really is a special place. The people here are great. They have been so supportive of Joe. I talk to Joe every day, and he tells me about the families that reach out to check in to see how he's doing. As I'm walking over here today, I see parents from a couple of years ago. I see the Veras here. Their daughter's an awesome softball player, playing college soccer. They came today. They don't have a kid in high school anymore. They're here today for Joe. So he's a special man, and this community has totally embraced him because of what he's done for so many kids throughout the years. 25 years, a long time.
Well, John, I know you're busy. Thank you for taking a couple of minutes with us. I know we'll let you get to the festivities here, but that's John Franchi, the athletic director. Before I let you go, let me ask, any Bethpage alums that are watching that might want to contribute or donate, is there any avenue for them?
Yes, I'm sure there is. I would say let's email Coach Tierney, Julianne Tierney. They'll know how to get in touch with her, or they could always call the athletic office at 516-644-4070. All
right, John, I'll let you get to it.
Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you
for the time. That's John Franchi. We'll have the festivities as Bethpage, the athletic teams are making their way out onto the field for the pregame ceremony, and we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll get you ready for the pregame ceremony and first pitch right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Back here at Bethpage Senior High School, we're getting ready for tonight's, or this afternoon, softball matchup featuring Wantagh and Bethpage. And before the game, it is Pancreatic Awareness Night here at Bethpage and honoring the longtime athletic trainer, that is Joe Kalleen, and members of the softball team rounding out the mound and members of the rest of the junior varsity and varsity teams donning the rest of the outfield. Athletic Director John Franchi is behind the mic, and we'll let him take it away right here at Bethpage.
Today we are all here to honor our amazing athletic trainer, Joe Kalleen, who is currently battling pancreatic cancer. Joe is always there to support all of our athletes and coaches, and we are here today to support him. At this time, we'd like to welcome all of our varsity and JV athletes that have entered the stadium as we have Joe throw out today's first pitch. Today, the varsity softball team is raising money to donate to Memorial Sloan Kettering in Joe's name. With apparel sales alone, they have raised over $2,000 so far. We'd like to thank BHS Varsity Baseball for also donating over $500 from Saturday's game to add to our fundraising efforts. Please check out all the tables on the first base side for bake sales, 50-50 raffles, ribbons to purchase, and Yankee Red Sox tickets in July. At this time, we would like to invite Joe Kalleen and his family onto the field. Can everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem? At this time, we'd like to have Joe Kalleen throw out today's first pitch. Don't bounce it, Joe.
There you see Joe Kalleen throwing out the first pitch to Elizabeth Portelli, and Joe now presented with a check towards the Kettering Memorial Sloan Foundation for the amount of $2,500. $500 was fundraised by the baseball team, the softball team, through a 50-50 raffle, through bake sale, raising the other $2,000, and just a great scene here, great first pitch, and Joe joined by his wife Janet and his son Will. Daughter Caroline couldn't make it here today, but I'm sure she's watching on the Varsity Media Sports Network as student athletes from across different teams here at Bethpage all showing up for longtime athletic trainer Joe Kalleen, and the head coach for Bethpage, and talking to her yesterday, Julianne Inglaterra. Her and her husband Joe both coach the softball team, and Julianne was saying that her brother played Division I lacrosse but still talks to Joe to this day, Joe Kalleen, and she does too, and it's just a long-time relationship. Even talking to athletic director John Franchi, saying that he's going through it right now, but he's still looking to help people, and that's always been the way it is with Joe, and you can see how much he means to this athletic department. I'm guesstimating here, but probably about 100 student athletes on hand here for Joe, as we'll get ready for a softball game right here on Varsity Media. A Conference 3 Nassau matchup featuring Wantagh and Bethpage. And we'll step aside when we come back. We'll give you the starting lineups and the pitchers for today's softball contest right here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Back here at Bethpage, Wantagh and Bethpage set to square off for a Conference 3 softball matchup right here in Nassau, as these two programs, it's still early in the season, but either way, want to take as many conference games as they can. And for Wantagh, a team that comes in with a perfect 4-0 record, they've got one of the youngest teams in Conference 3, and they'll be led by their veteran today, Casey Kissinger, only a sophomore, but she's been on the team since her 7th grade year. And just look at Kissinger this year. She is raking at the plate. You see on April 5th against Herrick's, 3 for 3, 3 home runs, no big deal. She's going to be a presence at the plate, and that's something that Julianne Inglaterra has said. Just keep an eye out for her and what she's been able to do in the lineup. They're not going to pitch around her, but they're going to try and keep her in the ballpark. Meanwhile, on the other side for Bethpage, they come in with a 3-3 overall record, but they're 3-1 in Conference 3 play, and they'll be led by Caitlin Herbert, the two-sport athlete headed to Eastern Connecticut to play soccer, a 4-year varsity member for the Golden Eagles, and 2 times Newsday Top 100 softball player, hitting above 400. She hit 585 last year. She is just a walking extra base hit, and she'll be leading off today for the Golden Eagles. But before that, let's meet the starting lineup. First for the Wantagh Warriors, like we mentioned, a perfect 4-0 record, and their head coach, Christine Moran, saying, well, they don't know how to lose yet, and for this young team, that's a good thing. Emma Priest will lead it off. Kissinger in the 2-hole is the shortstop. Angelina Bendetti is the catcher, batting third. In the cleanup spot, Bridget Hood. She'll patrol center field with Isabella Bartolucci at first base. Mackenzie Hayes is in the circle. She will bat right after Bartolucci, right behind her. First of 2 twins, Adriana Oranges is the third baseman. She will bat 7th. Batting 8th is Jacqueline Monday. She'll be at second base. And Danielle Oranges out in right field to round out the order for the Warriors. So Wantagh and Bethpage being introduced here as we get set to go. Let's give you the defensive alignment for Bethpage. It's a very fast outfield with Megan Janal and Caitlin Herbert, along with Leah Casino. The ball's in the air. Odds are one of them is going to catch it. And that has been the key to Bethpage, currently on their 3-game winning streak. Solange Portelli, Lavaca, and Donnelly round out the infield with the battery of Casino behind the plate. One of 2 Casinos, like we mentioned. That's Julia Casino, only a freshman, and then Stephanie Pilnicek on the mound for the Golden Eagles. As Bethpage gets ready to take the diamond, they'll be wearing their custom purple jerseys today for pancreatic cancer awareness and honoring longtime athletic trainer Joe Kalleen. And on the back of their jerseys, you can see Joe's fight is our fight, and that's been the motto. And you see some scenes from earlier today. A good turnout here. If you look behind the dugouts, it's probably about 4 or 5 people deep all the way up towards the bleachers down right field. And John Franchi saying that this is a special community and raising almost $10,000 or over $10,000 for Kalleen, and you can only imagine what that does for him and his family and others out there that are dealing with this dreaded disease. As Rick Schaefer and Frank Bell are the 2 umpires going over the ground rules with Julianne Inglaterra and Christine Moran. Bethpage coming off an 8-5 win over Herricks Tuesday afternoon. Julia Casino had a solo home run in the top of the 7th. That broke a 5-5 tie. And then later in the inning, Christina Palmieri, who is the extra hitter in the lineup today for Bethpage, went deep with a 2-run home run. That made it 8-5, and that was the final score as Stephanie Pilnicek had 12 strikeouts in the win. As we wait for the battery to get set. This is a Wantagh team, like we mentioned, very young. A majority of freshmen and sophomores on the team, and Moran saying she's not afraid to pull anybody up from middle school, and says that this group is special, and they're a team that is expecting to compete this year, and their young players are not phased at all. But someone else who was not phased, Stephanie Pilnicek, coming off that 12 strikeout performance, helping Bethpage to their 3rd win of the year. Bethpage started the year playing 3 non-conference opponents and dropped all 3, but Inglaterra saying that the experience that they got from that is going to help them out, and especially in a Conference 3 that's very wide open, especially only a handful of games that have been played so far. Island Trees and Wantagh both with the perfect records, and Bethpage right behind him at 3-1 in second place. Herrick's at 2-2. Southside and Farmingdale also tied with Herrick's at the 2-2 record. Valley Stream North and New Hyde Park looking for their first wins of the year. And we'll get the throw down, and we'll get our first batter of the afternoon. It'll be Emma Priest, the left fielder, as Wantagh wears the road blacks with the yellow trimmings.
Now batting, number 14.
And like we mentioned, Bethpage in the special purple uniforms. And now finally we are set to go. Priest will step in, the freshman left fielder. Somebody that Moran says you'll be hearing her name quite a bit this year. And the first pitch from Pilnicek is fouled off to the screen. It's 0-1. Wantagh, a team that's not afraid to challenge opponent's third baseman. And today, Sarah Salanger, the third baseman for Wantagh, as Priest switches sides and a fastball upstairs. It's 1-1. Priest, one of those speedy leadoff hitters, switch hitters, and is a better right-handed hitter when it's not bunting. As she switched after the first foul ball and now is behind 1-2. Pilnicek ahead, the pitch high and away. And count even at 2-2. Infield, outfield, straight up. And the rise ball sits upstairs. The count's run full. Well, Inglaterra is called Pilnicek a bulldog, and she's just in love with her mentality in the circle. Here's a payoff pitch. Fouled off the foot. We'll do it again. She's a pitcher that always gives 110% and very cerebral, as most pitchers are. Here's a 3-2 again. Popped up right side. Ranging over is Julia Donnelly with the right fielder, Leah Casino, and that drops down. And we will do it again. It's a tough play with Casino playing deep, and that really hit high enough for the first baseman Donnelly to get under it. Here's a 3-2. In the outside. Check that. And Priest is on with a leadoff walk.
Number 5, shortstop, Casey Kissinger.
And here comes Kissinger. Fresh off of her 3-home run performance. Takes the first pitch strike. It's 0-1. Joined the Warriors as a 7th grader and is the prototypical lead-by-example player. Bunts it on the ground to third. First opportunity for Scholander, and that'll retire Kissinger for a successful 5-3 sack bunt. Priest will move over to second. So an early runner in scoring position for Angelina Bendetti, the catcher. The sophomore takes a strike on the outside half. It's 0-1. She, another player, captain, that is a lead by example, but a force behind the plate. As Pilnicek's 0-1 misses outside, 1-1. She'll run the show, and she's an extension of Moran and the coaching staff. She'll run the show behind the plate. That one popped foul, and Pilnicek ahead 1-2. If you've ever been to Bethpage, both of these fields are in the parking lot, and there's signs everywhere. And there's the 1-2, just misses outside. Deuce is wild. So if you ever are coming to a game, make sure you're parking off to the side, but also next to somebody else. Let them get hit. Here's a 2-2 upstairs, the counts are on full. Priest led off the game with a walk, an 8-pitch at-bat, and another 3-2 slammed back to the screen, and we'll do it again. Casey Kissinger moved her over on a sacrifice bunt. As Wantagh has meat of the order up. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her with a changeup. First strikeout of the afternoon for Pilnicek, and there's 2 away.
Number 17, Bridget Hood.
As you take a look again, Pilnicek just slowing it down. That's one of the toughest pitches to command. As Bridget Hood, the center fielder, takes a rise ball outside, 1-0. That's always the one thing for pitchers that they have to learn and put in the extra work is keeping the same delivery but throwing the ball at probably 7 miles an hour or less. But Pilnicek did that beautifully. First time we've seen the changeup this afternoon. Ball and a strike, 2 outs. Runner on second. We're scoreless top half of the first. And Hood ahead, 2-1. Hood, a junior and a stellar center fielder for the Warriors. She can really track it down. Here's a 2-1. Swing and a miss. And there's another changeup. And Pilnicek a strike away from getting out of it. Priest, the runner at second. She's got some speed. Here's the 2-2 upstairs. And the count full again. Pilnicek gets the sign she wants. And Hood walks the 2-out walk. And that'll bring up the first baseman, Isabella Bartolucci.
Number 16, Isabella Bartolucci.
Bartolucci, the sophomore, attacks the first pitch and lofts it foul. 0-1. Moran says Bartolucci, wise beyond her years, was the starting catcher for Wantagh last year, now the first baseman. And Pilnicek ahead, 0-2. She's had 2 good rips at the rise ball from Pilnicek, who's ahead 0-2. In the dirt, and a nice block by Casino. Count 1-2. Mackenzie Hayes, the pitcher, on deck. With a swing and a miss. And down goes Bartolucci. Pair of strikeouts for Pilnicek in the first as Wantagh leaves runners on first and second. And a half inning in the books. Wantagh 0, Bethpage coming to bat on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
Wantagh left runners on first and second in the top of the first inning as they were held scoreless by Stephanie Pilnicek, as the Golden Eagles will come to bat, and let's meet their starting lineup. Caitlin Herbert will lead it off. The center fielder, Elizabeth Portelli, along with Madison Mandra, Sarah Solanger, Julia Casino, Julia Donnelly. Christina Palmieri is the extra player. She is in that hole. And Leah Casino, Megan Janal, and Juliana Lavaca, the second baseman, will round out the order as Herbert steps up to the plate. And the first pitch from Mackenzie Hayes is upstairs. Count 1-0. Herbert, the 4-year varsity player, will be playing soccer at Central Connecticut State next year. As she swaps the boxes. Check that Eastern Connecticut. But either way, so congratulations to her to play soccer at the next level. But gets a lot done on the diamond. Drops it down right side of the mound. First opportunity for Hayes is late, and Herbert's on with a leadoff single. Let's meet the defense for Wantagh. Left to right in the outfield, Priesthood and Aranjes, with the third baseman, Aranjes, Kissinger, Mundy, Bartolucci. Hayes the pitcher, Bendetti behind the plate, and Elizabeth Portelli will step up to the dish. And first pitch to the sophomore, senior shortstop is inside, 1-0. Portelli was the starting catcher at the beginning of the year, moved over to shortstop to reinforce the defense up the middle. And she's ahead 2-0. One of three captains for the Golden Eagles. Two-sport athlete as well, soccer and basketball. Here's a 2-0. Tapped on the ground to third. Aranjes across the diamond, and it goes off the glove of Bartolucci and into shallow right field. That'll move Herbert over to third, and moving up to second base with a single and an error will be Elizabeth Portelli. And Bethpage has two runners in scoring position and nobody out.
Number 10, Madison Mandra.
It's a tough throw for Bartolucci to handle. Took her eye off of it, and Portelli's aboard. And that'll bring up Madison Mandra. Mandra, the sophomore DP. A lot of pop in that bat. Hits for the pitcher, Pilnicek, this afternoon. And that one chopped foul. Count 1-1. Change up in the dirt, smothered by Bendetti. Count 2-1. And Hayes having trouble locating the strike zone. It's 3-1. Manager, one of 2 players that are not in the field but in the starting 10 for Bethpage. Juliana Lavaca in the 10 hole. And the bases are loaded after the no-out walk.
Number 11, Sarah Scholander.
And this will bring up Sarah Scholander, the cleanup hitter and third baseman. This is a very speedy Bethpage team. See if Scholander given the green light or lays one down. She is given the green light. That's blooped to the right side, and Mundy makes the grab. And on the first pitch, good job by Hayes to jam Scholander. There's out number 1, and that'll bring up Julia Casino, the catcher. Casino, the freshman, takes a rip at the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Coaching staff has been impressed with the way that Casino has handled the bat through the first 4 games of the season. Leads the team in quality at-bats. Someone with a good eye at such a young age. And waits for her pitch. And the 1-1 misses low. It's 2-1. Hit the go-ahead and eventual game-winning home run against Herrick's Tuesday night. That was followed up by Christina Palmieri's 2-run shot just a few batters later. That made it 8-5, a final that Bethpage would go on to win by. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, bases full of Golden Eagles. Hayes. That pitch just misses, counts run full. Ron Schaefer, the home plate umpire, with Frank Bella patrolling the field. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, she got her, the rise ball. It's the first strikeout of the afternoon for Hayes, and there's 2 away. Let's take another look at that pitch. Going right up the elevator shaft. And Casino couldn't catch up. And that'll bring up Julia Donnelly, who waves and misses at a first pitch rise ball as well. 0-1. Tapped on the ground to second. Mundy is there. And Hayes gets out of it. So no runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and 3 left on. 1 inning in the books. We're scoreless here. Wantagh and Bethpage on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Top of the second inning, scoreless. Wantagh and Bethpage here on the Varsity Media Sports Network. And you out there, yes, you watching this, bring your game to life with Varsity Media SPORTSCAST. They come with announcers, instant replay, multiple cameras, graphics. Great for rival games, senior days, and a great promotion of your team. Contact or book a SPORTSCAST on varsitymedia.net, as well as the phone number 516-403-2050. Tell them John Perez sent you, and maybe Ben will cut you a good deal. The big cheese at Varsity Media. 6, 7, 8 due up for the Warriors against Stephanie Pilnicek. Well, it's always an old adage in softball when you make a great play in the previous inning, usually that's the leadoff hitter for the next inning. Well, Hayes really hunkering down. Bases loaded, nobody out. She got Sarah Scholander to pop out, Casino to strike out, and then Julia Donnelly to ground out. And now she will step up to the plate.
Now batting number 12, Mackenzie Hayes.
As Hayes, the freshman, usually plays with a lot of confidence. You'd have to imagine the confidence is oozing after getting out of that first inning jam. Count 0-1. And 2 strikes poured in there right away by Pilnicek. 0-2. Moran says that Hayes is confident, but in a humble way. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Strikeout number 2 for Pilnicek. And that'll bring up Leah Casino. Excuse me, that'll bring up Adriana Oranges. And the first pitch to Adriana Oranges, the third baseman, is in their first strike, 0-1. One of the hardest working fielders on this Wantagh team. Drops it down, right side of the mound. Pilnicek is there. And there's 2 away.
Now batting number 19, Adriana Oranges.
So that'll bring up Jacqueline Mundy, the second baseman. And the first pitch, rise ball is outside, 1-0. Mundy making 2 of the 3 outs. Right, making the most of her opportunities to keep Bethpage off the board in the first half. In the bottom half of the first inning. Lined over to third. Short hop scooped up by Solanger. And a 1-2-3 inning for Bethpage. We'll go to the bottom of the second, scoreless here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effect set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
Bottom of the second inning, Mackenzie Haynes goes back out to the mound. 7-8-9 due up for Bethpage in the bottom half of the second. As we saw in the top half of the second, Pilnicek really bearing down. She's retired her last 4 batters. And Hayes in the bottom half of the first inning, with the bases loaded and nobody out, got a pop out, a strikeout, and a ground out to keep Bethpage off the board. But here comes Palmieri. Will step up to the dish. Gave Bethpage the insurance runs to hammer home the 8-5 victory, the 3rd straight win for the Golden Eagles. And the first pitch, the big bopper, swing and a miss, 0-1. Palmieri's 2-run home run was a pinch hit home run, so you could imagine being Cole on the bench, and Palmieri, like the like firefighter, just getting ready and on duty's call, coming in and giving some insurance and securing that 8-5 decision. The 0-2. A little low, 1-2. Palmieri, Leah Casino, and Megan Janal 7, 8, 9. Count even, 2-2. Juliana Lavaca is the extra hitter as well, so she will bat 10th. Two foul back. Good crowd on hand here at Bethpage, supporting longtime athletic trainers. 2-2 downstairs. Or check that, 3-2. And it's a leadoff walk to Palmieri.
Now batting number 21, Leah Casino.
Supporting longtime athletic trainer Joe Kalleen. Throughout the first pitch, was presented a check of $2,500 and was met with student athletes across different programs here. As this one bunted back to the mound, who's going to take charge of it? And the late throw from Adriano Oranges is not in time. It's an infield single for Casino. Third hit of the afternoon for the Golden Eagles as Palmieri moves to second, and that'll bring up Megan Janal.
Now batting number 3, Megan Janelle.
Inglaterra says she loves putting Janelle at the bottom of the lineup. It's like having a second leadoff hitter down there. And for the second straight inning, Bethpage with the first 2 runners on, and that's going to skip off the glove of Bendetti, and everybody moves up a base. Palmieri to third, Casino to second. As the right side of the infield creeps in. Here's a 2-0. Popped up right side, foul territory, and that's going to go out of play, 2-1. Could see Janal just trying to go the other way. Base hit to the outfield, should score 2. Casino with wheels at second. Up the middle, and that one plucked out of the air by Mundy. There's 2 away. There's 1 away, excuse me. And that'll bring up Juliana Lavaca.
Now batting number 22, Juliana Lavaca.
Lavaca, same deal as Janal, like having another leadoff hitter at the bottom of the order. Takes a strike, it's 0-1. Coaching staff loves her range at second base, as this one's socked in the air out to left field. Priest lining it up, makes the catch, and no tag from Palmieri at third. There's 2 away. And that'll turn over the lineup. Caitlin Herbert will step to the dish. And we'll see what Inglaterra draws up for her. Herbert has the wheels to drop one down. See if they test the third baseman, Adriana Oranges. Or if she's got the green light to swing. And she whiffs at the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. Herbert hitting over 400 this year, finished last year with a .585 batting average. 2-time top 100 Newsday player selection. Here's the 1-1. Tapped on the ground at third. Oranges across the diamond, and Hayes gets out of it again. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. We'll go to the third, scoreless, here on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athlete's best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
We're scoreless going into the third inning, Wantagh and Bethpage, and I've been told we are joined by a divine figure here at Bethpage, Roddy McCoy, the head coach of the football and lacrosse team. And Roddy, you have to look at the turnout here, and I can imagine only the smiles that you, as a part of this athletic department, have for what Bethpage Senior High School has done for Joe Kalleen. And what does he mean to you and this community?
Yeah, so it just speaks volumes about the type of kids we have and the community we have for Joe. Joe has been a part of this school for 20 years or longer, and he just has a great way to connect with kids. He's not just a trainer; he's more of like a figure that kids can trust and look to and help out. So I think as much as it speaks about the community, it speaks about Joe and what a fantastic guy he is.
What are some examples? Because you're going across two teams now, and two teams that, quite honestly, I know that you're doing the best that you can, but do see the trainers a lot with football and lacrosse players. Any stories stick out in your mind about Joe?
The biggest thing about Joe is even through the chemo and everything he's going through, he's still here for the kids. Like if he misses a day, he's texting and calling me, hey, how are the kids? If anybody's hurt, can you give them my number? I'll check them out. They can take pictures and send it to me. And he's always here for the kids. And that's the type of person Joe is. He's just a giver, and he respects everybody. And he's always here for people. So, like I said earlier, I think this is just a day for Joe and to recognize what a great person he is and how much he's given back to the community.
Yeah, 100% as the 2-0 to Daniela Aranges. Now make it 3-0. So we know what Joe means to this community and Bethpage as well, but, in speaking to him, day to day, and it's one thing, and, a little peek behind the curtains here. I know that as an adult, and he's obviously a father, you always want to show a strong face and all of that too, but just getting to know him too. What's he been like behind the scenes when not interacting with the student athletes, but just with the rest of the faculty?
Yeah. I have 4 kids myself, and my kids have been injured. They've been athletes, and, I could call Joe up. Sorry, there's a base hit.
By Aranges.
I could call Joe up and say, hey, my kid twisted his knee or his ankle, and he'll tell him, come see me or do this, do that. I injured my knee, and he took care of me and he's helped me with therapy. And Joe's just a personable person. Like I've talked, he's told me about his wife and his son and daughter, and Will, his son, he shared with me that he wanted to build a chocolate factory when he was very young, and he had all these drawings and was getting friends in the community to help build it. And we've had a lot of laughs and giggles about our kids, telling stories like that. He's just such a good guy, and he really cares. It's not about him, and it's not about just showing it. He really deeply cares about each and every kid and each and every coach and faculty.
Did you invest in that chocolate factory? As another infield base hit for Priest, and moving over to third.
I wish, because Will is, from the stories about his kids that Joe has told me, his daughter and his son are going to be very successful and make a lot of money. So on a teacher's salary, I didn't have that money to invest in a chocolate factory. And it doesn't look like Will's going to build it anytime soon, but it looks like both of his kids are going to be very successul.
All right, so good investment there. What can you say about what the Inglaterras, Julianne, what they've done to put this all together and on full display today?
Yeah, Julianne, a former student, she just, she's done so much as a special education director and teacher. She just cares so much about the community, giving back. There's always a softball game or a volleyball game trying to raise money for different cancers or different groups or autism and other things. And I think, again, just going back to Joe, it's really about Joe. I mean, there's so many other times, like, somebody might be sick and you do a fundraiser and you raise money, but, who are you really raising it for? And Joe is just that guy that everybody rallies around, that wants to be with. I mean, look at the kids here. The kids are still sticking around watching because it's for Joe. In the fall, we did something for him for football and soccer. We raised money. And the kids really care about him because Joe cares about the kids. And it's not just about how's your ankle. It's how was school today? How are you feeling today? So, to Julianne and Joe's credit, it's just fantastic that they could do this for Joe.
Casey Kissinger comes up to the plate with no outs and runners on the corners. They run the play, and no throw by Casino as Priest takes second. All right, well, I'll let you get back to all of that in a second, but I've got to ask you, too, about your team in this year too. I know it's all been about Joe, but let's ask a little bit about Roddy and this season as well. Your thoughts on just having, I guess, the first full academic athletic year back where the sports are being played at the times when they're supposed to be played.
Yeah, what a great thing this is. Just getting kids into their normal routine, getting kids an opportunity to play the sports that they love, that they've grown up playing, and, getting outside, getting to play with your friends. I mean, one of the biggest things about high school is being around your friends and creating memories, right? So for these girls, they're going to remember this game. For the kids winning and losing, they're going to remember playing with their friends again. And just being a part of their team that the kids that they grew up with is just special. So it's great being out here again.
Roddy McCoy, thank you for taking the time. Appreciate it. We'll let you get back to everyone else.
I appreciate it. Love you, Joe.
That's Roddy McCoy as the rise ball misses upstairs.
Good luck to you.
And the count 1-0 to Casey Kitchinger. Runners on second and third, nobody out. And this one's socked in the air out to right. Excuse me, that was Bendetti, and Bendetti is retired on the catch by Casino. Tagging and scoring is Oranges. And it's 1-0 Wantagh.
Now batting 17, Bridget Hood.
So it'll bring up Bridget Hood. Hood walked in her only at bat. And a rip it, a miss. And a first pitch changeup, 0-1. This is a feisty Wantagh young team that puts the ball in play, will make defenses have to make the plays, and churning out offense. To take a 1-0 lead. Hood spoils that one. Count 1-2. Clouds have picked up here at Bethpage Senior High School as the temperature starts to dip, and that pitch misses outside. Count 2-2. But still, a fantastic crowd on hand here at Bethpage. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss. She got her for the third out. But 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. 2.5 in the books. 1-0 Wantagh on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
Bottom of the third inning here on the softball diamond. Wantagh and Bethpage. We go from the softball diamond to the baseball diamond. We're joined by the baseball head coach here at Bethpage, Rob Fisher. And, you know, Rob, we just spoke to Roddy McCoy. We spoke to John Franchi earlier, and nobody has – I wanted to hear it like this because obviously nobody has a bad thing to say about Joe Kalleen.
Oh, no way.
Nobody has even, like, I guess it's very good and above, excellent and all of that. But, you know, in a couple of words, what has Joe meant to you and your team and this athletic department?
Joe is everything to our team. He is the guy that keeps us healthy. He's the guy that keeps my kids on the field. My pitchers are always ready to go. He's always there to stretch them out, warm them up. They go to him before games. Last year with COVID, we had running from football into baseball and all those sports. I had guys with hamstring injuries, guys who were constantly hurt, 2 guys with major hamstring injuries, never miss a game, all because of Joe. He takes care of these kids like they're his own. It's one of the most impressive things I've seen as a coach. To have someone like that for a high school, it's incredible.
And you were just saying, too, the other day, he went above and beyond for one of your players.
The other day we were at practice, kid got popped in the head with we were scrimmaging, inter-squatting, kid got hit in the head. Little deflection, seemed fine, talked to him. And before I know it, I'd sent him to walk in, get checked out. Joe wasn't here that day. I get a call from Joe. I heard one of the kids got hit. What's going on? I said, Joe, I think he's fine. We were talking to him. I didn't want him to play right away. I wanted him to wait a little bit. He goes, walk me to him. Put him on FaceTime. Joe's going through all the stuff he's going through now, and he's worried about one of our guys. He's got him on FaceTime. He's asking him questions. That's Joe. He's just, it doesn't matter where he is. I've got something to do this weekend. I won't be around. Make sure you call me if anything happens. And that's now. He's always been there. Yeah, it really is impressive. For a high school, it's as good as it gets. I mean, I played college baseball. We didn't have trainers as dedicated as Joe, and we had some good people that I played with at LAU, but Joe is the top of the top.
2 up, 2 down. We'll leave you on this one, too. I know what he means to the student athletes, but as a coach, what does he mean to the faculty and all the other adults, particularly other parents that are coaches as well?
To me, to have someone that you can talk to, even from a coaching standpoint, Joe, this is what we've got going on. These are what our kids are dealing with. He's just not just a trainer. He's a parent, someone who's gone through stuff, can tell you, be there to give you advice on anything, not just physical training, not just the kids' health, but you can always bounce something off of him. And he's always concerned about what's going on with you. How are you feeling? It's amazing. How's your, I was in a car accident. How you doing? You still okay? He's always worried about us. I can tell you numbers of stories of times that coaches have gone down and said, Joe, my shoulder, my knee, whatever. As a faculty member, I can't think of anybody else who does more for our school.
All right, well, Rob, thanks for spending a couple of minutes, and I know that it means a lot to you, and good luck this year with your team, and thanks for spending some time with us.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That's Rob Fisher, the head coach of the baseball team here at Bethpage. 1 on, 2 out. Last half of the third, Julia Casino steps up to the plate, struck out in her last at-bat. And you could just see what Joe means to this faculty. We spoke to Athletic Director John Franchi, just now Rob Fisher, Roddy McCoy last inning. And everybody just always has fantastic things to say about Joe and what he means to this community and how he goes above and beyond. And based on those stories, has to be one of the many reasons why this is a special athletic department here at Bethpage. Hayes ahead 1-2. In the dirt, runner goes, throw down to second. And they got her. Nice throw by Bendetti. Kissinger with the tag. And that will do it in the third. 3 innings complete. 1-0 Wantagh on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media covers every sport at every level from every angle. Game film, recruiting videos, highlight videos, SPORTSCAST.
Under, and what a look.
Photography, live streaming. You name it, we offer it. Don't leave your video needs to amateurs. Trust the pros. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Top of the fourth inning, 1-0 Wantagh on the sacrifice fly by Angelina Bendetti. that scored Daniela Oranges, and Vendetti getting it done at the plate and then behind the plate, ending last inning by throwing out. Sarah Solandra trying to steal second. Well, for all you communication majors out there that are graduating soon, come join our team. Let Varsity Media help promote your business at affordable rates, customizable packages to fit any budget. We will help you grow your brand through our SPORTSCAST. The number is 516-403-2050, and you can email Ben Turchin at ben@varsitymedia.net. Contact us today to advertise. So this will bring up Isabella Bartolucci, the first baseman. 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. As Stephanie Pilnicek begins her 4th inning of work. And the first pitch to number 5, hitter misses high, 1-0. Bartolucci, a sophomore. Natural catcher, moved over to first base this year. Didn't play a lot in an already shortened season last year, but is making the most of her playing time this year. And Pilnicek ahead, 1-2. Bartolucci, Hayes, and Adriana Oranges due up against Stephanie Pilnicek. And that one ripped foul back to the screen. 1-2. Pilnicek gets the sign. And a swing and a miss. And Bartolucci goes down. 5th strikeout by Pilnicek, and there's one away. Pilnicek going upstairs.
Now batting number 12, Mackenzie Hayes.
And she got Bartolucci. And this will bring up the pitcher, Mackenzie Hayes. Attacks the first pitch, 0-1. Hayes, a strikeout victim in her first at-bat. Third baseman Scholander in front of the bag, and a swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Now you see the defensive alignment. Pretty deep center field. Not really portraying on the screen, but in person, you really have to get a hold of one to hit one out in center. Ball and 2 strikes, 1 out, the pitch. 2-2. Moran says that Hayes is one of the hungrier players on this Wantagh roster, as this one's blooped into shallow right. Coming on and making the grab is Leah Casino. And there's 2 down.
Now batting number 19.
And that'll bring up Adriana Oranges. 0 for 1 on the day with a ground out. This one popped foul, and that will reach the student body. There's somebody over there with a lacrosse stick just trying to pick it out of the air. Love to see him make a catch. This one popped up and caught by Casino. And a 1-2-3 inning in the 4th for Wantagh. But the Warriors lead it 1-0. We'll go to the bottom half of the 4th on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event? Look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
So we're in the bottom of the fourth inning, and we have the pleasure of being joined by Kim Radigan, the girls' gymnastics coach since 1988. And you said that you've known Joe the entire time. And Kim, what has Joe meant to you and your gymnastics team?
So Joe is an absolute treasure to work with. So for girls' gymnastics, we have 20 high school programs in Nassau County. So Bethpage is one of those. We don't have a middle school gymnastics team. There's very few middle school teams. So Joe works with me closely every season because I do selective classification for the 7th and 8th graders. So every year I call up Joe and say, okay, I got 6 kids who are 7th graders that want to be on varsity gymnastics. So this is a big process because they have to go through a certain amount of testing and they have to pass the test. So the great thing about Joe, so I have a lot of these kids, and they're 12 years old. They're bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to join the gymnastics team. They're very nervous. They're very good gymnasts, but sometimes they get anxious, and they, will freeze during the test. And the thing about Joe, he'll sit with the girls if they're running the mile or whatever they're supposed to do, and then if they freeze and panic, he starts them over again. Calm down, you can do this. He'll sit with them with their sit-ups. So he's very nurturing and he's very kind. And I appreciate that because if they get scared and nervous, they may never come back. So he's like my first gateway onto the girls' gymnastics team because they make up this fear in their heads. Oh my gosh, I want to be on varsity gymnastics, but I got to pass Joe's test. Joe's test, they call it. So he's just wonderful to work with, and I make him crazy because, it'll be 2 kids, sometimes 3, sometimes 5. I'll call him last minute and say, Joe, I have 4 more kids. He's like, okay, Kim. So now this season, when he was sick, we had to work around his schedule, of course. So he's still committed to do the selective classification test to help us. Even when he was sick, he would tell me, Kim, I'm having chemo on this Thursday, so I can't do the test this week. Amazing. He's thinking about the athlete before his own treatments. And so for me, he is an absolute treasure. And I've been coaching a long time, so I've seen lots of athletic trainers throughout. I'm the Nassau County Gymnastics Coordinator, so I've seen trainers through the years, but he is just so attached to the kids, and the kids adore him. And that's how you know the mark of his character. The kids adore him.
Yeah, and you could see that on full display, too, even here, too. What does it say about, I guess, just the community and the faculty to put it all together for Joe in a just wonderful pregame ceremony?
Nobody would miss this. As soon as we hear we're doing something for Joe, boom, everybody's in. All in for Joe. The minute he got sick, we all jumped, and it was during COVID, so we weren't able to see each other. I wrote him little note cards. I'd mail him a note card, thinking about you, praying for you. So, he's one of us. We're a big family here at Bethpage, and I think even the kids adore him. They'll say, Coach Kim, I want to get my ankle tape. We have a gymnastics meet today. I'm like, go to Joe, 8th period. He takes his job very seriously. And for myself as a coach, I know I can count on him. I can call him, I can text him. We practice and compete off-site, so we're not at Bethpage High School. So I don't see him like the other teams do. But I can call him and say, Joe, what do you think I should do? He's an amazing man. He's an amazing individual. And as soon as I told the kids, we're having Joe Kalleen Day, you got to be here, show up, suit up, put your purple shirt on and be here. And they're here. I mean, you can see one of my gymnasts standing behind you. Hi, Lily. They're all here to support him because he is just so crucial to the kids and our athletic program.
Do you remember the first time you interacted with him professionally where you said, wow, this guy gets it, he's special?
It's a long time ago. I don't want to admit how long ago that was, but I just knew, you have your belly barometer, and I said, this guy's a good guy. He's one of us. And he does whatever it takes. And I make him crazy because gymnastics, we use a lot of athletic tape.
Right.
The kids make grips. So every time I go in to see him, I'm like, Joe, I need a few more rolls of tape. He's like, here's one roll, Kim. I'm like, Joe, come on, let loose. Open up the cabinet, please.
That one's socked in the air to deep left field, and it's just going to go foul.
So yeah, he deals with the craziness of high school sports. You know, our craziness falls onto him when we need things and we need him. I need these kids to pass this test. I need tape. I need pre-wrap, and he's just so calm too. He's calm. He's just there for the kids.
He's never slipped you an invoice or anything?
No, but he keeps a good eye on the stuff. I'll tell you, you can't go empty the cabinets. That's for sure.
Well, Kim, it seems like you're the good luck charm here. You know, we got back-to-back hits, now a double steal attempt.
There we go.
Runners in scoring position, and, you know.
Oh, I have a funny story I can tell you.
Okay, sure.
So when you go in, so I went to Bethpage High School. So I'm a Bethpage blue and gold inside and out. So when I go into Joe's athletic training room, this is probably about 5 or 6 years ago, I look at all the pictures in his room. You know, he's got Howie Vokes. He's got, you know, football players, you know, lacrosse players, wrestlers. And I go, Joe, where's the gymnast? So he goes, Kim, bring me a photo and I'll hang it up. And wouldn't you know, I brought him in a photo of one of my gymnasts who's long graduated. He framed it, and it's up on the wall of her doing a handspring vault. He's true to his word. But, you know, I, of course, am advocating for my sport. And he was like, whatever you want, Kim. And there she is up on the wall.
There you go.
There you go.
So it's not too bad.
Really nice. Really nice.
Well, Kim, I could see why this athletic department is just so tight-knit, so special, and, you know, I have to thank you for the time today, and I'll let you get back to everyone else, but that's Kim Radigan, girls gymnastics since 1988. You've been an integral part to this athletic department, too, and I know that Joe's very special, so thanks for taking the time.
Thank you so much, Aaron. It's our pleasure to be here to honor Joe. We love him.
All right, that's Kim Radigan. Thank you for the time. As Bethpage now...
Happy handstands.
Yes, happy handstands.
Thank you. Thank you.
One day I'll learn how to do a cartwheel. Maybe Kim can teach me.
All right, I'll give you a private lesson.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Leah Casino at the plate. Bunts it in front of the plate. It's a safety squeeze, and it goes off the glove of Bartolucci as a run comes in. Tony Cassesi, the pinch runner, is in. She scored. Followed right behind her is another run as they gun down Casino at the plate. But Cassesi and Donnelly score on the bunt by Casino, and it's 2-1 Bethpage.
Now batting, number 3, Megan Janelle.
And that'll bring up Megan Janelle. So Kim Radigan, the good luck charm for Bethpage. Back-to-back singles by Julia Casino and Julia Donnelly. And that one will go through the wickets of Adriana Oranges, and everybody's safe. So Janelle reaches base, and that'll bring up Juliana Lavaca. As Bethpage will try and keep the line moving.
Now batting, number 22, Juliana Lavaca.
Lavaca fly out in the third. I checked out the second, 0 for 1. 2-1 Bethpage. And the bottom of the fourth. And the riser sits upstairs. It's 2-0. Wantagh opened up the scoring on a sacrifice fly by Angelina Bendetti. That made it 1-0, and now the second time through the order against Mackenzie Hayes. Bethpage stringing along 4 hits in the first 5 batters of this inning, bringing in 2 runs on the infield single by Leah Casino. And a strike hummed in there. It's 3-1. And that one misses low. And a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up the top leadoff hitter, Caitlin Herbert.
Now batting,
as Janelle moves to second. And here's Herbert, 1 for 2 on the day. This one ripped past the glove of Kissinger and into center field for a base hit. Rounding third and heading home is Casino. The throw to the plate, not in time. It's an RBI single for Caitlin Herbert, and Bethpage leads it 3-1.
Now batting, number 28, Liz Portelli.
Check that. That was Janelle scoring as Lavaca goes to second. And first pitch inside to Elizabeth Portelli. 1-0. Portelli 1 for 2 on the day. An infield single and a pop out and 2 at-bats. Bethpage bringing home 3 runs in this inning. And that pitch misses just outside. Count 2-1. It'll be bottom of the order for Wantagh in the top of the 5th as this one's rolled to third. Oranges across the diamond. And that pulls Bartolucci off the bag, and another run scores. Lavaca touches up. 4-1 Bethpage. Herbert will go to third. And here's Madison Mandra. 0 for 1 on the day, a walk and a ground out. As Bendetti goes out to the mound to calm down her pitcher, Hayes. Line to short and a nice pick by Kissinger. And that'll do it. But Bethpage puts 4 on the board. We'll go to the 5th with the Golden Eagles leading the Warriors 4-1 on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
Back here at Bethpage with the Golden Eagles leading the Warriors 4-1, and we have the pleasure to be joined by the head coach of the wrestling team, Ben Resnick. And Ben, in talking to a few members of the faculty, other coaches, and what Joe Kalleen has meant to the program, everybody with a positive word to say. What does he mean to you and your program?
Well, Joe and I go way back. I'm one of the elder statesmen here. Joe is one of my favorite people. When Joe first was diagnosed with his illness, I also got diagnosed at the same time with something not nearly as bad, but it was a cancer. And Joe's been my inspiration through this whole thing. The way he's handled what he's going through, I couldn't act sorry for myself or anything like that to see the way he fought and is fighting his battle with this. And he's just, to myself, and I'm sure to all these kids here, he's just he means everything to us here. And I love the way he's battling, and he's going to be around here for a while, and he's going to be helping us out for a while.
Yeah, and we've just heard from the coaches too. He goes above and beyond, and I'd imagine he was calling and checking on you every day. And
oh yeah, he calls me all the time. I said, Joe, you got enough to worry about. The one thing I'm trying to help him with is he always kind of gets on me to try and get in shape and stuff, and I told him I could help him put some weight back on too. That's my specialty. So hopefully, I could help him, he could help me, but he does everything that he could possibly do. And like I said, he inspires me, and I don't inspire easy.
Well, we were just talking to Kim Radigan, who says that she drives him nuts because she'll take all the tape, she'll promote her program, and as a nice play by Pilnicek, and there's one away, Mundy going over to second. From a wrestling perspective, a sport that obviously there's a lot of contact, you'll have to have a good relationship with your trainer. What has he meant to the wrestling team?
Oh, he's everything. I mean, we practice right. His office is right above the wrestling room. If we do have any kind of injury or bloody noses, which is kind of a thing that happens with wrestling a lot, we send them up to Joe. He takes care of them. He lets them know what they can and can't do. And he really, again, I send them with Joe. I'm confident that they're going to come back stronger than they were before they left that room.
You were saying that you and Joe go way back. Do you remember the first time, maybe an interaction with him that you said, this man is special?
Oh, yes. The first day I met him, I knew he was special. I've been here for almost 40 years. And, when we first got trainers here, it was something different. All we used to do is, get an ice pack and put it on and say, go see a doctor. But his impact with the kids, he got close to them. He cares about them. When you send them to an emergency room or anything like that, you want them to see Joe. And Joe, if he couldn't handle something, he knew the person to send you to. And again, it was the personal touch that I noticed. We went from not knowing who was taking care of our kids to knowing exactly who was, and had unbelievable trust in him to do whatever was best for the kids.
Ben, I'll let you go in a second, but I'd be remiss if I didn't ask how you're doing yourself.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. I had a little prostate issue, which they caught early, and it was funny. Not funny, but a week after Joe had announced, what he had, I quietly mentioned to my athletic director that I had something too. So that year's varsity award, they gave both of us, and I felt a little silly because I knew the fight that Joe had ahead of him, and mine wasn't what his was. But to be able to be there, and he, like I said, Joe, I saw the way he handled everything. It just made me realize that I can't feel sorry for myself and just have to do what I have to do.
Well, Ben, we'll let you get back, but thank you for taking the time.
Thank
we really
you very
appreciate
much.
it.
I appreciate it, too.
That's Ben Resnick. He's the head wrestling coach here at Bethpage. Goes way back with Joe Kalleen, and some good insight as well. As we'll head back to the game. 2 outs, top half of the 5th inning. 4-1 Bethpage. Stephanie Pilnicek on the mound, and a strike away from getting out of it as that one's fouled off by Casey Kissinger. It was 0 for 1 on the day. Had a successful sack bunt in the top of the 1st inning. Wantagh had runners on 1st and 2nd with 1 out. But Stephanie Pilnicek able to bear down as this one's lined over to 3rd and caught by Scholander, and that will do it. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1, Bethpage at home on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film, to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Bethpage leading Wantagh 4-1, and we are joined by longtime athletic trainer Joe Kalleen, and there you see since 1997. We just spoke to one of your close friends, Ben Resnick, as Joe joins us now. And, you know, Joe, everyone has had great things to say about you, and, you know, this is just from Julianne, the head coach. Joe Kalleen, a class act, embodies all of the traits of a true Bethpage Golden Eagle. A fundraiser like today is just a small token of the appreciation to thank him for all he does daily for Bethpage's athletes and coaches. We just love Joe, and Joe's fight is our fight, his fight is our fight. And I know we've got one more image over there, but Joe, can you describe what today has meant to you?
It's wonderful. The school, the athletes, the coaches are wonderful. They have always supported me for the 2 years I've been involved with this cancer fight, and they're always coming by my door, checking in, how am I feeling, and then they do this surprise for me today. It was wonderful.
You know, all of them mentioned that, obviously, as this one's popped up and I guess dropped in fair territory, and look at that, leadoff woman on for Bethpage. And Joe, when you get the diagnosis, I can't imagine how scary that is for you. And all the other coaches have said, we know that Joe's going through a lot, but you always make yourself available for the kids, even going through what you're going. Where do you find the strength to go on and still be there for these student athletes?
It starts at home with my wife and my two children. They're wonderful. They're the rock. They give me a lot of support. And then when I come here, starting with John Franchi, the administration and the coaches, they're all very supportive, and they always want to make sure I'm okay. And it makes it easy coming to work. And I feel comfortable coming here, and I feel it gives me energy, and I feel I'm able to get past the negative part of being diagnosed with cancer.
Did you know that the entire student body, student athletes, were going to be here today? How much did you know about the pregame ceremony?
Very little.
Okay.
Very little.
And were you surprised, emotional? It looked as if you were a little emotional out there. What was it like for you?
It was, and you have all the programs that are practicing around here today all showed up, and there were probably 150 kids out there, and they all approached me beforehand, wished me good luck, and they knew what was going on, and it was great. It makes you feel good, and the community here at Bethpage is what it's about. It's about them. It's not about me, because they're always finding ways to make me feel better, and it's been great.
I think we have a picture of it too, but I believe the team made you a cake last year. Is that do we have that graphic there? But either way, let's talk about the softball team first. I know it's a whole athletic department effort too, but just what the Inglaterras have meant to you. I know that you were a trainer, obviously, when Julianne was here. You know, what can you say about what it's been like to have a relationship with her when she was a student athlete and now a coach?
Yeah, and it starts, you develop a relationship with them, as a student and a student athlete, and you understand who they are. And then when they go to college, they come back, and then she gets certified as a teacher and now becomes a coach here. So you understand who they are, and you just build a relationship as time goes on. And they're always there for myself, just even before the diagnosis. If I needed something, they always wanted to help me out, and I would always try to help them out whatever they needed.
Kim Radigan, the gymnastics coach, teased that she makes you crazy. I'd imagine in a good way, though, and that you're keeping tabs on all the tape for her gymnast. But when you have different athletes in different areas too, I'd imagine there has to be some flexibility from your standpoint of understanding each student athlete's their needs, what they expect day-to-day training-wise and practice-wise. How much have you grown in your years here as a person and as a trainer with Bethpage?
I've grown a tremendous amount, and especially when I started back in 1997, just the technology that we had back then. And now with the phones, and you could FaceTime someone, and someone could be over at CVS, and someone's hurt, they could FaceTime me, and I could see what's going on, and sort of decipher the severity of the injury, and then hustle over. Do I need to be there right away? Or I could talk to the athlete and the parents, calm them down, bring them over back to school if necessary, and make sure they're okay, and go from there.
I always feel like the best doctors, trainer, medical professionals always have a good sense of, calming down not just student athletes, but patients and people that they're tending to. I'm curious, where did you learn such a great bedside manner and characteristics from?
Growing up, I have a handicapped child, a handicapped brother, and so I was one of five. I'm the oldest of five boys in my family, and you had to be patient. He was number 3 in our family, and with my parents, when he was sick and he's having grand mal seizures, you had to be patient. And so I started from home with my parents, and then coming here, I always believe that everything will be okay, no matter what the problem is. Everything will be okay. And if you talk to them and calm the kids down and the parents, and explain the condition and how it's going to work, and if you go to the hospital, the process, they're able to relax a little bit, and then they can move forward, and then I'll follow up with them on a phone call or go visit them.
This one popped up right side. And there's one away on the infield fly. So let's get the origin story here, Joe. I imagine a student athlete growing up, or at least playing with, you got 4 other siblings out there, I'd imagine, maybe in the driveway, or just always an active player growing up?
Yes, we were always very active growing up, and I went to, played all the basic sports, football, baseball. I ran track and field, and I went to Lynchburg College, where I was All-American in track and field. I finished 4th in the country in the 400-meter hurdles, and I've always been involved. And now I also work with training athletes to make them faster on the field, as well as an athletic trainer.
Scorched out to right. That'll bring another run home, and everybody moves up. Well, that's Cassesi moving over to third, and Donnelly will stay at first. All right, so with 2 outs, I'll ask you this. When it's all said and done, I know everyone is saying Joe's fight is our fight. What message do you have to this athletic department and everybody watching on the stream too, Bethpage alums, any athletes that you've interacted with at Bethpage or even beyond?
It just shows you that when you're dealing with a condition, illness, whatever you may have, you hear that expression, it takes an army to get through it. And this is the Army. There's several hundred athletes in the program. You got the administration, teachers, coaches, past students. When they found out I was diagnosed, they'd reach out to me or come visit me and listen, whatever you need, I'm here for you. And have that constant support from the district makes you feel good, and it gives you a little boost. And when you're not having a great day, you talk to them, and they're talking to you, and the kids come in and talk to you. And I've had 2 kids in the past share stories when they lost their siblings due to cancer, and they were 6 and 9 years old, and they shared their story with me, and it warmed my heart because they felt comfortable to talk to me about themselves growing up, and then I shared my story with them and shared the story, so it works out great. And I like to talk about, what's going on and not hide from it, because it's the reality. You just have to deal with it. And my girl Sloan Kettering and Dr. Arlene O'Reilly, who's my oncologist, is fantastic. And I walked in the door, she gave me a chance, and here I am, still going forward.
Well, Joe, we can't describe what you mean to this athletic department. You just mean so much, and I know for the rest of our crew here at Varsity Media, we wish you good luck along the way. In your recovery, your fight is our fight as well, and thank you for taking the time, and good luck.
Thank you very much for being here.
Joe Kalleen with us. We'll go to the 6th inning.
Last call.
That was great. Thank you very much.
Parents and athletes, why leave your college career in the hands of amateurs? Varsity Media produces professional college recruiting videos that you can use to help land a spot on the team. Our highlight reels have proven to save thousands of dollars in college tuition. You've worked hard and put the effort into your high school athletic career. Don't take any chances when it comes to your future. Varsity Media has been producing college recruiting videos since 2010. We understand what college coaches are looking for, and our attention to detail on your highlights will separate your resume from others. Stand out from the crowd. We'll help showcase your talents. Contact Varsity Media today and order a college recruiting video.
Stephanie Pilnicek back down on the mound for her 6th inning of work, dealing to Angelina Bendetti as she fouls the first pitch back. It's 0-1. What a fantastic day it is here at Bethpage Senior High School, and what everyone has done for athletic trainer Joe Kalleen. And just hearing the stories, hearing from Joe himself, just continuing to fight on, and we wish him nothing but the best, him and his family, and pulling for him to defeat this dreaded disease as Wantagh trying to get back into this one. It's 5-1 Bethpage. This one fouled off the mitt of Casino. Wantagh scoring 4 runs in the 4th. They added another one in the 5th as Sarah Scholander came in to score. This one hit in the air out to right. Ranging back is Leah Casino. She'll line it up and make the grab. And there's one away. And that'll bring up Bridget Hood.
Now batting, number 17, Bridget Hood.
Hood 0 for 1 on the day, a walk and a strikeout in 2 at-bats against Pilnicek. And rips the first pitch foul. It's 0-1. Temperature starting to dip here at Bethpage Senior High School. But it's starting to feel like spring again. Tomorrow it's really going to feel like spring once we get past the morning showers in the tri-state area. Here's the 0-2, downstairs. Count 1 and 2. That's in there. Strike 3 called. Right down Broadway. That is strikeout number 7 for Stephanie Pilnicek. Just a perfect frame by Casino as that nicks the outside edge. And there's 2 away. First pitch to Cartolucci. Smacked in the air out to center. And ranging over is the left fielder, Janelle. She'll make the grab. And a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. Bethpage trying to keep it going on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
Stand out from the competition with a Varsity Media college recruiting video. A college recruiting video from Varsity Media can help save money on college tuition and land a spot on the team. We use your best plays with our custom editing effects set to music to ensure a college coach sees your athletic skills. Contact us today to book a college recruiting video. 516-403-2050 or email Jeff at varsitymedia.net.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Bethpage High School. 5-1 Bethpage. As we go to the bottom of the 6th, and it'll be the top of the order for the Golden Eagles, who are looking to pick up their 4th win in a row and start this conference season off with a 4-1 record in Conference 3. It'll be Herbert Portelli and Madison Mandra due up for the Golden Eagles against Mackenzie Hayes.
That's your ticket. Please come and collect it now. If not, next number.
As Wantagh gets set to go.
And the winner of the Yankee Red Sox ticket is...
They're announcing the 50-50 raffle here, where Joe and everyone on bated breath over the Yankee Red Sox game, and Joe Kalleen winning the Yankee Red Sox tickets, so that game will be coming up in July. Herbert steps up to the plate and takes the first pitch strike, 0-1. Herbert 2 for 3 on the day with an RBI single at her last time up.
She's a busy lady. You guys all keep very busy and active in her time.
Now batting, number 4, Key Herbert.
All right, so just a momentary pause, just waiting for the raffle to be called, and now we're all set. As Herbert takes all the way, ball 1. And a rise ball makes it 2-1. Bethpage, through the second time through the order, has figured out Mackenzie Hayes, as they have just kept the line moving. A very potent Golden Eagles offense is looking to make noise in Conference 3 this year. 2 balls, 2 strike, nobody out. The pitch popped up left side. It's the shortstop Kissinger there to make the grab, and there's one away.
Now batting, number 28, Liz Portelli. Joanne, Melly, if you're here, please come and collect your tickets.
So here's Elizabeth Portelli. 2 for 3 on the day. Rolled on the ground to short. Nice sliding stop by Kissinger, but with the speed of Portelli, not going to be able to throw her out. Still a nice play by Kissinger, but just a step too late. And an even better stretch by Bartolucci.
Madison Mandra.
And there you just see the wheels. Oh, I don't know. Pretty close play. Could have gone the other way. Frank Bella, the field umpire. One thing is, there's no replay in high school softball. Through the hole, and that's in the left field for a base hit. So back-to-back singles by Portelli and Mandra, and that'll bring up Sarah Scholander. Bethpage trying to give themselves some breathing room. And first pitch hammered foul. by Scholander. He's 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. He's caught stealing to end the bottom of the third inning.
I don't know about you, but I always think that the building's going to fall into the falls.
And the changeup misses high. Count 1-1. Fastball inside. And the count 2-1. And good eye by Scholander, who Inglaterra has said that she's got a great eye at the plate, can find the gaps. Good hitters count here. And taking all the way, the count's run full. Here's 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got it with the rise ball, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 6, Julia Casino.
So third strikeout by Hayes. And got her looking. Let her high rise ball. Julia Casino attacks the first pitch and hits it out of play. 0-1. Julia 2 for 3 on the day. A couple of singles and came around to score in the fourth. Part of a 4-run bottom half of the fourth inning. Hammers this to right. That's down for a base hit. She's got her third hit of the day. Rounding third and heading home is Portelli. She'll score without a throw. Moving to third is Mandra. And on at second with an RBI double is Julia Casino. And it's 6-1 Bethpage. And the pinch runner, Tony Cassesi, will come on to run for the catcher, Casino. And a swing and a miss on the off-speed pitch, 0-1. Wantagh will have 6, 7, 8 in the lineup in the 7th inning, as Bethpage has scored in the last 3 frames. Stays inside. Two on, 2 out. Last half of the 6th. Already a run home for Bethpage. One popped up right side, and that will reach the bleachers. So Hayes a strike away from getting out of it. Credit Hayes, she's brought it when there's been runners in scoring position. She did through the first few innings. And the changeup just misses a little low. And the count is full. Here's the payoff pitch. And that one fouled right into her feet. And we'll do it again. We'll do it again. Here's a 3-2. Foul back. And once more. Skied in the air out to deep left field, and that's going to be called off by Priestess. She makes the grab. And that'll do it for Bethpage in the 6th. But they add another one, and they're 3 outs away from picking up their 4th straight win. Keep it.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Last 3 outs for the Warriors, as it'll be 6, 7, 8 due up for Wantagh. And let's look ahead at the schedule, and it'll start with Wantagh tomorrow, taking on Port Washington. This is the upcoming boys lacrosse sportscast across Long Island, Smithtown East and Northport. There you saw Port Washington and Wantagh. Cold Spring Harbor and Garden City. Boy, that's going to be a good one. Southside against Farmingdale, Kellenberg, and Syosset. And then West Islip against Bayport Blue Point. That coming next weekend. Mackenzie Hayes will lead it off for the Warriors.
Number 12, Mackenzie Hayes.
Hayes 0 for 2 on the day, a strikeout and a flyout. I thought she was solid in the circle as well, and you know, it's tough to win a game when you only score 1 run, and good effort from Hayes on the circle. And Hayes takes the pitch low. Count 1-0. Stephanie Pelichek looking to finish out what she started. She only allowed a run on 2 hits and 6+ innings of work, as this is sprayed foul. And the count 1-2. 7 strikeouts on the day for the junior Bulldog. That's the name given by her head coach, Julianne Inglaterra, who we will speak to after the game. This one popped foul and out of play behind the dish. Check coming home with a 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 8 for Pilnicek. And that'll bring up Adriana Aranges, the third baseman. And first pitch upstairs, 1-0. Aranges, a ground out and a pop out, as Pilnicek starting to bear down with the count 1-1. Bethpage looking for their 4th straight win. They started the year 0-3, but those 3 losses against non-conference opponents. And a wave and a miss, and Pilnicek ahead 1-2. Pilnicek gets the sign that she wants, comes to the plate, and a swing and a miss. 9 strikeouts for Stephanie Pilnicek. And the Warriors are down to their last out. Once again, going up to the penthouse to get the strikeout for Pilnicek. And she's quickly ahead 0-1 on a swing and a miss by Jacqueline Mundy. She was the last Warrior to reach base as Pilnicek has retired 8 in a row. And the Warriors down to their last strike. Wantagh opened up the scoring with a run in the third, but then a 4-run fourth inning by Bethpage. They scored a run in each of the last 2 innings. And Pilnicek to the plate, and that one's fouled off. Let's keep the game alive. That pitch missing outside. And the count 1-2. Sprayed foul into the parking lot. Pilnicek looking to close it out. Gets the sign that she wants. Comes home with a 1-2. And a good at-bat by Mundy to keep it alive. And the pitch hit on the ground to short. This should do it. Portelli over to first, and Bethpage wins it 6-1. Julia Casino and Elizabeth Portelli each have 3 hits in the win. Stephanie Pilnicek strikes out 9, gives up a run on 2 hits. She retires the final 9 hitters to close it out for Bethpage, who picks up their 4th win of the year. They improve to 4-3, and we will step aside. Talk to the winning head coach when we come back on the Varsity Media Sports Network.
You're watching the Varsity Media Sports Network, the home for New York high school sports.
Varsity Media is the tri-state area sports leader. We offer an array of services for any team, coach, player, athletic director, and parent. From game film to live streaming, we are available to cover your event anytime, any place. Looking for an enhanced experience? How about a professional broadcast with multiple camera angles, announcers, graphics, and instant replay? Need a highlight reel? We produce individual highlights for college recruiting and team highlight videos for end-of-season banquets. And when it comes to social media, nobody has you covered better than us. Hype videos, sideline highlights. We can tailor custom videos to make your team stand out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Why waste your time dealing with anyone else? When it comes to sports video, Varsity Media stands alone. Contact us at 516-403-2050 or online at varsitymedia.net.
For the best action shots and the best angles, look no further than Varsity Media. Our experienced photographers capture your athletes' best moments right from field level. Plus, we offer great keepsakes like bobbleheads, posters, plaques, and prints. For more information about Varsity Media's photography services, contact us at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
If you're an event organizer looking for a media company to cover live streaming, action photography, and game video for your event, look no further. Varsity Media travels throughout the Northeast covering weekend tournaments, showcases, and championships. Contact us today to learn about our services and packages at 516-403-2050 or visit us online at varsitymedia.net.
Back here at Bethpage, it's a 6-1 final as the Golden Eagles defeat the Warriors. Right here, we're joined by the head coach, Julianne Inglaterra. And Julianne, we could talk about the game in a moment, but the discussion all day and all week has been about Joe Kalleen. And, you know, I know the athletic department is very thankful for his services, but I know that they're also thankful for what you've done and put this together. And, you know, can you just describe what the last week or so has been like planning this and how it all unfolded for you?
This has just been a great opportunity. Like, Joe has always been there for us, so, you know, to do something little like this for him, which actually turned out to be pretty big, you know, is just an honor. And with the girls, with our assistant coach, with the athletic director, with the entire athletic community, that's why this was possible. So, planning, I love to plan. I'm a planner. So this comes second nature to me, but to do it for Joe, it just means that much more. So.
And, we have the quote here, too, from you, class act. I'm not going to read your own words to you, too, but I guess that's just the sentiment of everyone here at Bethpage and what he means to them. And, I guess just for you and your family, I know that you were a student athlete, now a coach here, too, getting to know him through all these years. How special has that relationship been?
It's incredible. Joe, like we spoke about the other day, Joe has been here for myself, my family, for ever since we've known him, since we were in high school, all throughout college, getting texts when we were all playing our games in college, just checking on us and things like that. He's always been there for us. So, like I said, this is the time we need to be there for him, and just the amount of people that were here today, that shows everything.
So as a planner, how did the day go, execution-wise?
Honestly, it was more than what I envisioned, so
that's
very
great.
Happy.
That's great to hear, and it was a fantastic first pitch. Great to see all the student athletes out there as well. So just a fantastic job by you guys. But there was a game to be played.
There was.
You did win this one. Coming back, I know you were down a run midway through the game. What was it about your team that I know you've always preached this never say die attitude? This team seems to be gelling at the right time.
That's exactly what I was just going to say. They're really coming together at the right time. We come to practice every single day to work hard. We're trying to really have that aggressive mentality, and I think that really came together today. I just want them to go up and be ready to hit every time, and that's something that we've been preaching to our girls. They are a great group of girls. We have so many returners, and it's like a family, so it's gelling at the right time.
No, that's great to hear. And how about your pitcher, too? She was sensational in the circle.
We had a lot of talks before the game today. We want you to lead our team. We need you to be fired up, and she's a gamer. She goes out, she gives us her all, every single time that she's on that mound, so we couldn't be more proud of her.
Well, Julianne, thank you so much for having us be a part of today, and there you see Stephanie there, and, some final words for the Kalleen family, Joe and Bethpage.
For Joe, for, our whole athletic community, just thank you for being here today, and thank you for everything that you do for us and our student athletes and our coaches, and, we're always here for you, so thank you guys for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having us. That's Julianne Inglaterra, and we thank you for the time today. That will do it. Here from Bethpage, we'll take a look and, of course, have to shout out our crew as well. Ben Turchin, the executive producer. Director is Chris Sweeney. And for our camera person, Becca Kazakis, I'm John Perez saying so long. This has been a presentation of Varsity Media's Game Time.